What do you even do? Who owns the company? Who runs the company? What's your last name? What is Ken White Construction? These are all questions that will be asked in this video.
Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart.
All right, we made it here to the barber shop. Okay, so we're gonna do a before and after here. So this is me now. I'm gonna do it like the TV shows when they all look pissed off. This is me now. 1, 2, woo! Baby, man, I look freaking good, dude. Okay, we're gonna go back, film a beautiful, beautiful Q&A for you guys. Woo! We're back in the office here now, guys. So I'm gonna go over and honestly, I'm just going to answer some questions that you guys have had for the past little bit, and maybe some stuff that I've left out that I should have been answering. I know a lot of people have a lot of questions. Okay, Austin Bills says, how would you recommend a new excavation company start out? First piece of equipment, etc. Okay, I get this question all the time. Taylor, how do I start a construction company? I start from nothing. I want to know. Honestly, okay, starting a business, what you have to first think of, first of all, and before I even answer the question, I did not start Ken White Construction. I have no obligation to say I didn't, but I didn't. My grandfather started the business in 1968, and I can't answer for him. What I did was build out Ken White Construction, and it's why I did what I did, and that's the reason why you guys are watching Ken White Construction on YouTube right now. So all I can talk about is from the experience that I have. I would be better at answering a question about, you know, how do I get my excavation company on social media? How do I start posting on that stuff? I did start the topsoil side of the business, selling aggregates. We never did that before, and I actually implemented that and brought that into our business, and now it's a whole complete other division. So from my personal experience within the industry, the best thing that I could tell you would be to research and understand that starting a business is a lot of work. And I know that that's like so cliche, and you probably get that all the time from people, like, oh, just work hard. And honestly, that's the first thing. Before you even think about buying a piece of equipment, you need to sit down and write down and ask yourself, okay, how important is my family life? How important are my friends? How badly do I want to have my own business and run it? Because if you're starting your own business, I'm not saying, like, for me, it's fun to work on a Friday night or Saturday night. So how successful do you want to be, and how much are you willing to sacrifice? Those are things you got to ask yourself first. Next thing would be, what kind of work do you want to get into? Do you want to get into new home developments? Do you want to get in with a larger company and just buy a piece of equipment and then just rent it out? Do you want to do pools? Do you want to do landscaping? Do you want to do asphalt paving? Do you want to do sewer water hookup? There's so many different places and questions that you need to ask yourself before you ask somebody, what piece of equipment should I buy? In our line of work, like if you were wanting to get into septics isn't all we do, but like that's our main focus is residential septics, because we've perfected it to an art now. We've got it down to, we can get in there 3-4 days, where somebody else might be a week and a half. So for us, the biggest, piece of equipment, if you're doing something like that, for me would be a medium-sized shovel, because you're residential, right? So you're gonna have tight spots. So you're gonna be able to sneak in either between fences, property lines, someone's tight backyard, trees, loading a truck. So an 8-ton size shovel was perfect for us. Obviously we have larger size shovels, but it's hard to always answer that question because it's so specific to what you want to do. Move on to the next one. I gotta really perfect how long I talk about each thing here. Ronald Fig says, what is the best brand of equipment that you recommend for others? Go with the company that is going to give you the best service. Go with the machine that obviously has the cost per hour, the cheapest cost per hour. Go with the machine that, well, that's kind of hard too. You need to find a machine that A, you're willing to sit in for 50+ hours a week, or your guys are willing to sit in, because we've done that. We've bought a piece of equipment and my guys don't even want to step foot in it, and it's fucked. because then everything is just totally fucked. The guys don't want to work or sit in it, so you're not going to get production out of them, so then your business isn't going to strive. You're not going to do well if the guys don't want to sit in it. You know, once you're past the, okay, I like this machine, then go into other things with it. Okay, how much does it cost per hour compared to another machine to run? You know, how much fuel is it burning? Oil, hydraulic oil, how much pressure, you know, if you're buying a lot of equipment now, the biggest market that is out there is the attachment market. So if you're buying something, find out, okay, what kind of attachments can I turn this into? Because a Cat 289D skid steer can actually now be turned into a full-blown D3, D4 dozer with a 9-axis blade on the front of it. So there's a lot of different things that you can do, and there's just so much to cover with that service that you're gonna be getting. All these three things, like I would say they matter the most on top of each other. Like, you need to know if something breaks down on your job site, are you gonna be able to get a service guy out there? Like, we use Battlefield Cat, and I'm not saying that I'm just a Cat guy because, oh, Cat's awesome. Our local dealer, Battlefield and Tormont, if we have a breakdown or something, they're there right away, and we're not their biggest clients. Like, we're not at all anywhere near their biggest clients, but they drop everything and they get a service guy out to us as soon as possible. And if you feel like I forgot anything, make sure guys to comment down below and just let me know. Do you ever confirm that meet and greet at ConExpo? Yes, I will be doing meet and greet. The feedback was unreal, and ConExpo actually reached out and they were like, hey, we're having a one, I know Aaron Buildwit, he's gonna be there. I don't know the other people. Oh, Turner Mining. These people are not really on YouTube, but they're large on Instagram, like way larger than even I am on Instagram and YouTube combined. I rather honestly just kind of set something up, like put out something on a story on like the Tuesday or Thursday, and just be like, hey, I'm gonna be around in this area at this time. If you guys can, you know, if you guys want to stop out and say hey, then that's awesome. So I'm looking forward to just getting out, getting active, and meeting tons and tons of you guys. Because at the end of the day, that's again why I do what I do. I love you guys. Okay, another question. This is a good question. When will your crew start working again, and is it weather dependent? Honestly, yes. Our weather here in Canada, if you're not from Canada, normally smaller construction businesses shut down for the winter. I don't like that term. I don't like being shut down. Obviously right now it's Christmas break, so all the guys are gone and we are shut down. If there's work, I'm working. When will my guys come back? We're working on a few things right now. So it could be, you know, a couple weeks to the end of the month, and then the guys are going to be back and we're going to be doing stuff, and we're just actively seeking work for the winter. It's just that's again, you know, one of the cons to living where we're living is, yeah, these big companies, they stay busy in the wintertime because they have these big developments and these big large stuff. And for us, you know, people always say, well, just plan for the winter, just do your jobs in the winter. You can't really, you can put septics in the minus 40, but like, you're gonna have to price it accordingly. So if you tell somebody like, hey, we're gonna have to move you to the spring, but we could do you in the winter and it's gonna cost you double, no homeowner's gonna jump on that and be like, oh yeah, cool, I'm gonna have it done sooner and pay double. No, they're gonna go, well, we'll just wait till the spring. So we have an incredible amount of work to do from thaw up till thaw, like from the ground being unfrozen to the ground being frozen. We have so much work. It's just staying busy in the wintertime, which is like that key to like, how can you stay busy? A lot of guys do snow. We've never ventured out and done snow. If somebody asks that question, maybe I'll answer why we haven't done that. All right, something a little more lighthearted. Jake DeJong, sorry if I'm pronouncing any of these wrong. He says, what is something that everyone looks stupid doing? Honestly, I'm not someone to criticize anybody. If someone's thing is literally dancing in a Speedo, upside down, hanging from a wall, that's your thing, you like doing that, do it, rock it. I'm not in the position to tell anybody that they look stupid, but I will tell you one thing in business that makes people look very stupid is whenever they get the look and the appeal of high roller. There's a lot of construction guys around here in the area that will have the fancy, you know, pickup truck, that'll have the fancy vacation trips, that goes out to the expensive dinners, that has that kind of, there's like like there's like a type of demographic, at least where I live around here, that like, you know, any kind of, you know, semi-successful construction guy in the industry, you know, he kind of drives a fancy pickup truck, goes out for dinners, nice expensive trips. That's all great and that's fine if you make the money to back that up. But the biggest thing that makes people look stupid is whenever they're spending more than they actually are worth, or trying to have that look and appeal of, oh, like, I wear white construction clothes every single day of my life. I wear a toque or a hat. If I'm going out to a family dinner or something, I'll wear something nicer and I'll dress up. But look at right now, I'm driving a truck that doesn't even have a fob on it, or power windows, or power mirrors, or anything on it. It's a base model truck, and I could not care less, and I'm happier driving that than expensing a $100,000 Cadillac or $110,000 vehicle. It just doesn't matter to me. So that would be the stupidest thing that I laugh at people whenever they're trying to keep up with a persona like they're ultra successful and ultra awesome when they're actually just starting out. And what they don't actually realize is that that actually hinders their success a lot. They're putting out an image like, hey, I'm successful, hey, I'm already there, and people can't relate to that. And it's harder for customers to be like, well, why would I go with you when this guy just showed up with his son and his family, and they showed up in a regular normal pickup truck and they're just trying to make a living, but you showed up in a Cadillac Escalade with your hair gelled back talking about your weekend in Montreal? What would you be doing if you weren't working in construction? Honestly, man, I would be doing exactly what I'm doing right now. I would be in front of an audience, talking to people and growing a business. And my passion is focusing on Kenway Construction and growing that business and growing this business out. And in my way, that's getting in front of an audience, getting in front of people, promoting the business, growing the business, gaining exposure, gaining new clients, recruiting new people to work here. That's kind of my thing. So if I wasn't in construction, maybe I would be doing it, but for another industry, because I am versatile and I could do that. I don't know. I'm very confident with myself. I think that no matter what, I was always destined to be successful at whatever I put my mind to. And that kind of correlates to you guys as well. You can be super ultra successful at what you do in life as well. It's just how much effort and how hard do you want to work, really? Like when you think about it, it's success is easy to achieve, but it's not. You know what I mean? Like it's easy to achieve and understand, like, okay, like you want to be the best golfer in the world. It's easy to do, but it's not. You know what? Like it's easy to tell yourself, if I want to be the best golfer in the world, I have to play golf every single day, 7 days a week, for every hour that I'm awake, start playing in tournaments, start doing, like, it's easy to do, but the easy part is getting up every day and doing that. So yeah, I would always be successful and in front of the camera for no matter what I did, probably. Who's your inspiration to life, and you know, who online, you know, do you look up to and stuff like that? And honestly, for me, it's a combination of a lot of people. You guys have probably seen it in most of my videos. I wear a work harder sweater. That's Casey Neistat's sweater. I literally have it tattooed on my arm here, work harder. I don't feel like I stole that kind of line from him, because it honestly is just something that I don't wear his sweaters, and I didn't get this tattooed because I'm a fanboy of Casey Neistat, and that's what I've always worried about. I've always worried that people think like, oh, he's just a big fan of Casey Neistat, or I am a huge fan of what he accomplished and him as a person. But it's like whenever I say I'm a fan of Logan Paul, I was never a fan of Logan Paul. Like I never was like, oh my God, I can't wait till today's vlog and see crazy stuff he does. Same with Casey Neistat. Oh, I can't wait till his vlog and see what he does. I was interested in I've always been interested in analyzing people's personalities and their characteristics. And I take little bits and pieces of everybody's personality and characteristics and their traits and what they do, you know, thoughts, ideologies, everything like that. And I kind of convert it into my life, but I only do that with people that I see that are being successful at what they're doing. And successful isn't a dollar amount. Don't think it's not a dollar amount. It could be, you know, a guy walking down the street that has 10 cents to his name, but is telling himself that, hey, today's gonna be awesome and we're gonna get through it. I take that into my own life. So I'm a mixture of, you know, Casey Neistat, Joe Rogan, Cameron Haynes, Gary Vaynerchuk, even though I hate saying that because people are like, oh, Gary V. I don't follow his stuff. At one point, he got me through a hard time whenever I was kind of trying to figure out who I was and what I was trying to do. So someone like him, Logan Paul, another huge to this day inspiration in what I do, work ethic, everything like that. Okay, we'll take one more. This is a great one. This is a quick funny one. Would you sell your business for $10 million right now? Honestly, yeah, that would be the value that I put on it, and it would be $10 million. So if you have $10 million and you want to buy Kenway Construction and all of its assets, hey, what made you want to start making videos for YouTube? I think that it's a really super important question to end on because I get this question a lot. What made you want to start it? Blah, blah, blah. How it made me start was I don't think I've ever told this story. It was 2 o'clock in the morning on Sunday morning, and I'm sitting there watching YouTube. So I was watching something completely different. Like I think I was probably watching like a David Dobrik vlog or something like that. And this Gurkha video came up. And I was like, Gurkha, that's like a weird kind of German Russian name. And it was just a guy plowing snow. And it was a guy plowing snow on a loader with a GoPro, and that was it. And it was just no music, no cuts, no anything. And I just looked at it, I'm just like, huh, like I can do that, but I can do that my way. Like I can do that, but I can do that better. And I looked at his views and I was like, oh wow, people want to watch plowing? And then I started watching it and I was like, oh wow, yeah, like people do want to watch plowing. And we had the storage. So I went out the next day, I bought a GoPro and I bought a mount and I mounted it on the top of the backhoe and I filmed it and it got no views. But I uploaded it and I think I got like 2 or 3 subscribers within a week. And I was like, oh wow, like this is awesome. I got that feeling, right? Like, wow, people want to watch the company. And then I remember one day, like a week later, I filmed a dozer job that we were doing and I talked a little bit in it. And I just remember the feeling of like putting the camera on my face for the first time and being like, wow, this is really cool. Like I love this feeling that people are paying attention. Like it kind of was the feeling like within the first 3 videos where I was like, this is it. This is what I'm made to do. And I still would contend to that I was made to do YouTube. I was made to be in the spotlight and do this sort of stuff because I love every aspect of it, the good and the bad. So I started doing that and honestly, it didn't take off right away. I remember when I first got 20 subscribers with someone who worked with me at the time. I remember saying to her like, oh my God, we hit 20 subscribers. And it was like, holy shit, that's insane. Oh my God, I can't believe 20 people care. And then all of a sudden I uploaded one day I kind of was starting to get more and more into my style. And I uploaded a video, it was like plowing deep snow, blah, blah, blah. And it was at the storage and I remember it just took off. And it just like, I woke up one morning and I had like 800 subscribers. So I gained like, I think at the time it was like 600 or 700 subscribers overnight. And I was like, whoa. And I started Googling like, how fast does it take normally people to get 1,000 subscribers? And people are like, well, I've been doing it for a couple of years and haven't hit that and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, wow, I might be onto something. So I kept going and I just, honestly, for last year at like this time, I just was throwing content out there, left, right, and center. Like I was just filming stuff, putting it out there, putting it out there, putting it out there. And I just found what worked. And I remember then, like it was like a week after I hit 1,000 subscribers, I got my email from YouTube being like, hey, we want to, if you could be, get allowed to start monetizing my videos and creating a revenue stream through that. So I started doing that and we just built it out from there. Well, I built it out from there. A little backstory into the YouTube was nobody taught me how to do anything on what I'm doing now. I in school never took a photography class, a videography class. I didn't know anything. Video editing, computer software. I didn't know any of that stuff. I was a laborer. I hooked up septic pipes in the ground. I put in thousands of hours into learning how to shoot, learning how to operate a drone, learning what camera I need, learning how to get good audio, learning how to color grade, learning how to even just take video that I'm filming and put it on a computer. Hey, this was one of my, wow, this is cool. This is one of my first ever videos here. It was a plowing at the hunt camp video. That was a cool video. So yeah, I don't know. This is 30 minutes on this. I don't know how long I made this video, but honestly, I think this is out on Christmas. So I want to thank everybody for a wild ride of a year. This year has been incredible. I have a goal. I wasn't gonna share my goal, but I want to hit 50,000 YouTube subscribers by March. So let's do everything that we can to hit that. That is a very short-term goal that I want to hit. And then 10,000 on Instagram as well. So if you guys can go over there and follow me on that, that helps out too. But I just want you guys to understand that I have a strong passion for YouTube, and I have a strong passion for you guys. And no matter how large I ever get or how big that this channel gets, I will never forget who created me, and that's you guys. I owe everything that I've done to you guys. It was up to me to take the tools and, you know, create the videos and do the stuff, but without you, anybody watching on the other end of it, I wouldn't be doing this right now. Like, I wouldn't be sitting here. I just bought podcast mic setups for my office, and I'm having a podcast here this afternoon. Like, this year was insane and crazy for me, and I want to thank every single one of you guys and wish you guys a Merry Christmas. And if you don't celebrate Christmas, happy, you know, Hanukkah, Eid, whatever you celebrate, guys. Have an awesome thing of that. And honestly, guys, 2020 is going to be the most successful year that I've ever had, and it'll be the most successful year that you have ever had if you put your mind to it and just work at something that you want to achieve, guys. So honestly, from the bottom of my heart, seriously, I thank you guys for everything that you have done for me and my family. It's unbelievable. And all I can say is keep tuning in, make sure you're subscribed, and we're just gonna keep blowing it up from here, guys. We're only gonna get stronger, the true patriots. The true patriots are only gonna get stronger, we're only gonna get larger, and we're only gonna keep winning. So have an awesome Christmas. I'm pretty sure this is uploaded on Christmas. And comment any questions that you guys think that I missed and you guys want answered in another Q&A. I appreciate you guys. We'll catch you guys in the next one.